Here's the paper, and I brought my pencil here so that I can explain things by handwriting. I prefer handwriting because I can remember things longer. So if you think you have to remember or memorize things, then I strongly recommend write down, make a memos, okay? Yeah, let's get started with the pitch. Pitch is the degree of highness or lowness of a tone. A tone means sound. So your sound is high or low, okay? And we have the 7 notes. Start with the C, and then higher, D, higher, E, F, G, and then A, B. And then this range will be repeated. Higher, lower. So in the paper or in the musical notes, if it goes to the right, the pitch gets higher. And when it goes to the left, the pitch gets lower. C is known as do, you might know. And D is re. E is mi. F is fa. G is sol. A is la. B is ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and I repeat it. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is solfege, but when we play the violin, we don't really use the solfege. So we're gonna communicate with the notes alphabet here. Now, I want to introduce the musical note called music staff. So, composer who creates music write down the notes in the music staff, and we read that notes in the music staff and play our instrument. So this is our musical note to write down the musical alphabet, which is notes. And the music staff has 5 lines. And 4 spaces. When we draw the music staff, we draw from the bottom. So very bottom one will be first line. And then second line. First line and second line create the first space. Next will be third line and second line, third line, create second space. fourth line. Fifth line. Create fourth space. So we can draw the notes in the music staff, but we can draw the notes for the higher notes above the music staff or lower notes below the music staff. So how we can extend the range of the pitch in the music staff? By using ledger line. This is simply an additional line. So below the music staff, we can draw a little short line here and draw the note. Or above the music staff, draw the short line, which is ledger line. Draw the note. Keep going. So this is the ledger line, and then I want to draw the notes and then introduce the notes in the music staff. So this is C. And then when we go up higher, right under the first line is D. Go up, C, D, next will be E. And next, F, B on the third line. So this note under the first line is our D string. And A is on the second space, our A string. Now I want to show you the piano. Piano has the 2 black keys, 3 white key right here, and 3 black keys and 4 white keys here. So this is one range of the notes in the piano. So piano has 2 black keys and 3 black keys, and then those are repeated in different ranges. Higher, lower. So I want to move the notes into the piano. So we're gonna start with the first white key, which is C. And next will be D, E, F, G, A, B, and then repeat C, D, E, blah, 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 blah. Now, I want to introduce the step. Step is the distance between the notes located right next to each other. So we're going to calculate the distance between the notes. And we have two kinds of steps. One is half step. The other one is whole step. Half step is one step. Whole step is two steps. So whole step is farther than half step. Now let's calculate the distance between the notes in the piano keyboard here. So I want to calculate the distance between C and D. So to go to D from C or to go to C from D, we need to go through the black key right here. So one step, two step. Two step is whole step. Same thing here. D and E has to go through the black key. One step, two step, whole step. Now, E and F, the distance between E and F is only one step because they don't have the black key between them. So E and F is one step, half step. Same as F, G, two steps, whole step. Now you got it. G and A, whole step. A and B, whole step. B and C, half step because it's only one step. Now I want you to memorize all the distance between the notes. And now you feel, memorize. I will tell you easy way to memorize this. Just memorize half steps. Which ones are half steps? EF and BC. These two groups are half step. So memorize half steps, and if it's not EF or BC, it must be whole step. One more time, memorize what? Half step is one step, whole step is two step. And EF, BC are half step. The concept of the half step and whole step is really important, especially for playing the violin, because when you look at the violin, you don't see any indicator to put your fingers. So basically, at the beginning, you don't really know where to put your fingers on it. However, with the concept of half step and whole step, you will know where you put your fingers. Before I talk about where is the notes in the violin and then where we need to put our fingers for that certain notes, we need to know the fingers number. We don't drop thumb on the violin neck, so we don't put any number on it. And index finger will be the first one to drop on the fingerboard. So this one will be first finger. So index finger will be number 1. And then middle finger will be the second finger. So we put the number 2. Ring finger will be third one and number 3. And pinky will be fourth finger, so number 4.